Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are very well. We started this lesson. In that lesson, we have completed up to galvanization. Today, we see the remaining parts of that lesson. It starts from thermometer. Okay, children, metals and non-metals. In that topic of the lesson, we start from thermometer. Today's class, we start from thermometer. We are going to study that. Okay, listen, thermometers. What do you know about thermometer? Do you have any idea for which purpose we are using thermometer? For which purpose? For what purpose we are using that? Do you have any idea, children? Okay, we will see that. Okay, now we are going to study about thermometer. Mercury metal is the only liquid metal. Already we know that which metal is a liquid, that is mercury at room temperature. Yes, mercury doesn't stick to glass. Have you seen that one? Mercury never stick to glass because listen, mercury expands on heating. These special properties help in using mercury in thermometer. That's why we are using mercury in thermometer. It helps to measure the temperature of our body. Okay. Now we are going to study about cooking utensils. சமையலுக்கு பயன்படுத்தக்கூடிய பாத்திரங்கள். Okay, cooking utensils. Metals like copper, aluminum, iron, they are good conductors of heat, so they are used in making cooking utensils. Okay, copper metal, aluminum metal, iron, we are using this because they are good conductors of heat. That's why we are using them in making cooking utensils. Did you understand, children? Okay, then we will study about foils. A metal like aluminum is highly malleable. Already you know what is the Tamil meaning of malleable? Inangathaka. What is the Tamil meaning of malleable? That is inangathaka. So a metal like aluminum is highly malleable. It can be made into thin aluminum foils. So what are the uses of aluminum foil? It is used for packing foodstuffs and also used in making wrappers of medicines and so on. Okay, so we are using aluminum foil for these all purposes. Did you understand, children? Listen, we must know about non-metals. Non-metals have the following characteristics. The elements have the following characteristics. Non-metals exist in solid, liquid or gaseous state. Then they are brittle easily. Then they do not have special shine. They do not have luster. Then they do not have malleability or ductility. Okay, These elements may gain electrons forming negative ion. Then they are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Exception is graphite, that is elemental carbon. Okay, which is good conductor of electricity. It is used to make electrodes. Some examples of non-metals are carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. Okay, so non-metals have the following characteristics. So thermal and electrical conductivity also. Next we will study about the properties of non-metals. Before studying this, we study about the properties of non-metals. Nature of non-metals. First of all, we must know about the nature of non-metals. Non-metals exist as solids, liquids or gases at room temperature. Non-metals exist as solid, liquid and gas or gases at room temperature. Already we have seen in that. We have seen in the non-metals characteristics. Yes. Okay. Example: carbon, sulfur, iodine, phosphorus. They are in solids. Bromine, they are, that is in liquid. The only liquid non-metal. After hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, they are gases. That's why non-metals exist in all these three states: solid, liquid and gaseous. Then moreover, non-metals are soft and brittle. When they are hammered, they break into pieces. When we are hammering the non-metal, they are breaking into pieces. That's why they are brittle in nature. Only diamond, which is a form of carbon, is a hot non-metal. Only a diamond, that is a form of carbon, is a hot non-metal. Okay. Okay, children. Next we study about luster. Next we study about luster. Listen, children. That luster, I didn't explain that. I forgot to come to the next. Okay. Non-metals don't have. You look at your. All of you take your book. Look at page number 52. Luster. You take that. Non-metal don't have any luster except graphite and iodine, because these two have some luster. These two have some luster. That's why they are exception. They are exception. Then non-metals are not malleable. Non-metals are not malleable because they are brittle. When we are hammered that, they are brittle. They are easily brittle. So that cannot be beaten into thin sheet. So that cannot be beaten into thin sheets. Next one, moreover, non-metals are not ductile. Are not ductile because they are brittle. They cannot be drawn into wire. அவைகளை வயராக என்ன செய்ய முடியாது, இழுக்க முடியாது. They cannot be drawn into wires. Then they are poor conductors of heat. They are poor conductors of heat, except diamond, because diamond is a good conductor of heat. Diamond is a good conductor of heat. Okay, are you listening me? Can you understand this one? Then non-metals are poor conductors of electricity. First we have seen they are poor conductors of heat except diamond. Now they are poor conductor of electricity also except graphite. A form of carbon is a good conductor. Okay. Then sonority. What is that? Sonority. They produce a feeble sound. They produce a feeble sound when strike with any hot subject. It can produce a feeble sound. It can produce a feeble sound. Okay, children. Now we will study about uses of non-metals. We will study about uses of non-metals. First we take oxygen. Non-metals உலோகம் அல்லாத. Okay. Now we are studying about the uses of non-metals. Oxygen is an important constituent of air. Listen. In air, carbon dioxide, oxygen, then nitrogen, these all gases are there. Yes, but oxygen is an important constituent of air. It is vital for life. It is important for our life because it helps to record for respiration. It record for respiration. Oxygen record for respiration. Then oxygen is most essential for combustion. எரிதல் வினைக்கும் எது பயன்படுகிறது என்று சொன்னால் oxygen. Then oxygen is used in industries for various purposes. Oxygen is used in industries for various purposes. After that, oxygen cylinders are used in hospitals for patients. If anyone goes to hospital, if the patient are suffering from various respiratory ailments, in that time oxygen cylinder are used for respiration. Okay, children. Then deep sea divers carry the cylinder having compressed air containing oxygen for breathing. They are carrying cylinder. In that cylinder has compressed air containing oxygen. It helps them for breathing. So, uses of non-metals, oxygen is used in many ways. Then we study about nitrogen. Let us study about nitrogen. Nitrogen is essential for growth of plants and also animals. Nitrogen is essential for growth of plants and also animals. Nitrate salt are absorbed by plants to make proteins. Which salts are absorbed? Nitrate salt are absorbed by plants to make proteins. Okay. So nitrogen is essential for growing plants. Next use, nitrogen is used to produce ammonia. Ammonia is used for making fertilizer. That's why nitrogen is used to produce ammonia. Okay. Then nitrogen is used in packaging food packets to keep the food fresh. Listen, nitrogen is used for keeping the food fresh. Okay. Then liquid nitrogen is very cold and unreactive. So it is used for preserving human organs for transplants. Listen everybody. Listen carefully. Liquid nitrogen is very cold and unreactive. So that is used for preserving human organs for transplants. Okay. These are the uses of nitrogen. Then we will study about carbon. Okay, children. Now let us study about carbon. Carbon is one of the most important non-metals. Okay, because they exist in free state in the form of coal, graphite, diamond, and combined state like carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins. So carbon is one of the most important non-metals. Okay, exists in free state in the form of coal, graphite, diamond, and in combined state in carbohydrates, vitamins and proteins, and also so on. Then diamond is used in jewelry. Do you like diamond jewels, children? That is very costly, yes? Okay, we will get that. Okay, we will get the diamond also. So diamond is used in jewelry. Diamond is used for cutting glass and also used for grinding hard substances. Diamond, for cutting glass they are using diamond. For grinding hard substances diamond is used. Okay. Then graphite is used as lubricant in machines. Is used as a lubricant in machines. Then graphite is used in making lead of pencils. Moreover, graphite is used as a fuel and also used for other purposes in industries. Graphite is used as fuel and also used for other purposes in industries. Then graphite is used as electrodes. Is used as electrodes. Okay, children. Next we study about chlorine. Chlorine is used as disinfectant in swimming pools. Listen, in the swimming pools, chlorine is used as disinfectant. That means destroying the insects and also microorganisms. Okay, this helps to kill the microorganisms. Then it is used to manufacture hydrochloric acid and plastics, that is called PVC. Then already you know hydrochloric acid, it is one of the amilam, okay, hydrochloric amilam. Then it is used as bleaching agent. Then it is used to sterilize drinking water. These uses we get from chlorine. Okay. Now we are going to study about iodine. Traces of iodine are available in some food. Our body will not be able to convert food into energy without iodine. Listen carefully. Our body will not be able to convert the food into energy. If there is no iodine, even our body also will not be able to convert the food into energy. So we need iodine. Second point, deficiency of iodine leads to enlargement of thyroid gland and it is known as goiter. Deficiency of iodine, it causes one disease, that is goiter. Okay. Then iodine is used in photography and also dyes. Okay children, சாயப்பொருளாக பயன்படுகிறது. Moreover, a chemical that is called tincture of iodine. That tincture of iodine is used as an antiseptic. It prevents microorganism. Okay, it prevents to growth the microorganism. So that is used as antiseptic. Then we study about the helium. Now we are going to study about helium. Helium is used to fill balloons. Used in weather observatories. Okay. Helium used to fill balloons, used in weather observatories. Then used in oxygen cylinder, used by deep sea divers. So for these two purposes we are using helium. Okay children. Then we study about argon. It is used for filling electric bulb. Listen, in our we are using electric bulb. So which gas is used to fill? Argon. Okay. So argon is used for filling electric bulb, providing an inert atmosphere to the heating filament. Okay. That's why argon is used for filling electric bulbs. Okay children. Next we are going to study about alloys. Do you know about alloys? Alloy is homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or a metal with non-metal. Listen, homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or a metal with a non-metal. Okay, that is called alloy. Next, alloys are stronger. and have some better properties than the respective elements from which they are made and are used in many fields. Alloys are stronger and have some better properties than the respective elements from which they are made and are used in many fields. Some metals like iron are very soft when they are completely pure. When they are completely pure, some metals like iron are very soft. Adding small amount of elements such as carbon makes the mixture alloy hard and strong. Hard and strong. When we are adding small amount of elements such as carbon, it makes the mixture hard and strong. The properties of alloy will be different from the properties of the original metals. Now we study some common alloy and their uses. So it is provided in table 5.1. We will study them. Okay, children? Okay, let us study about some alloys and their uses. Name of alloy: steel, stainless steel, bronze, duralumin. Okay, duralumin. Okay, children? Steel, stainless steel, bronze, duralumin. Now, this alloy made up of which element? We will study that. Steel, iron and carbon. Iron and carbon. Okay. Then properties: hard, tough, strong. Hard, tough and strong. Then uses: construction purposes, used to make vehicles, also. Okay, children? Listen. Steel, the name of the alloy is steel. This alloy made up of iron and carbon. That properties: hard, tough, strong. Okay. Then uses of steel: construction purposes, used to make vehicles also. Okay. Then stainless steel. Iron, chromium, nickel. Iron, chromium, nickel. Okay. Alloy made up of iron, chromium, nickel. Then properties: hard, no rusting. Hard but no rusting. Then uses: making cutlery, வெட்டும் கருவிகளாக பயன்படுகிறது. Utensils, சமையல் பாத்திரங்கள். Surgical instrument. It is used for medicine. Yeah, surgical instrument, that is the medicinal instrument. Then brass, alloy made up of copper, zinc. Okay, children? Then properties: strong, malleable, corrosion resistant. What is that? Corrosion resistant. Strong, malleable, corrosion resistant. Then this also used for making cutlery, utensils, nuts, bolt. Okay, children? Next, bronze. Bronze, made up of copper, tin. Then properties: strong, corrosion resistant. users making statues, சிலைகள் செய்வதற்கு, making statues, and also coins. Okay, then duralumin, copper, aluminium, magnesium, manganese. This alloy made up of these elements: copper, aluminium, magnesium, and manganese. Then their property: very light, strong, ductile, corrosion free. Corrosion free. Okay, children. Then uses: used in making aeroplane. This duralumin alloy only used in making aeroplane parts and automobile parts, and also automobile parts. So name of the alloy we must know, then their uses, what are the properties, which properties do they have, then they made up of, the alloy is made up of, which element is made up of alloy. Okay, which element. So you must know these all. You must know these all. Okay, children. Next we study about alloys of gold. Alloys of gold. Purity of gold. Purity of gold is expressed in carat. 24 carat. Yes, purity, that is purity of gold. So it is expressed in carat. Pure gold is 24 carat. Pure gold is 24 carat. It is used in pure state. It cannot be used for making jewelry and coin. It is listen, if it is used in pure state, it cannot be used for making jewelry and coins. So it is mixed with small amount of other elements like copper, silver. Like copper, silver. 22 karat gold is an alloy containing 22 parts by weight of pure gold alloyed with 2 parts of weight of copper or silver. 24 karat gold la 22 karat வந்து gold. சரியா? அடுத்து remaining 2 parts வந்து அது weight of copper or silver. Because if it is used in pure state, cannot be used for making jewelry also. That's why these two, they mix these two, copper or silver, anyone, they are mixing copper or silver, 2%. Okay, children, 2 part. This alloy is used for making jewelry. This alloy is used for making jewelry. Did you understand, children? Got it? Okay, then we will do the book exercise. Okay, so all of you take your book and get ready for answering the question. Okay, children. Okay, all of you take your book, mark the answer. Take your book, page number 62. Page number 62. All of you take page number 62. Tick the correct option. First one, the metal which exists in liquid state at room temperature is. The metal which exists in liquid state at a room temperature is copper, silver, sodium, mercury. Which is the answer? Mercury. Mark this answer. So answer D. Answer is D. Second question. The most malleable metal is dash. Zinc, copper, tin, gold. Zinc, copper, tin, gold. Gold. What is the answer? Gold. Then third one, come to the third one. Metal which is a poor conductor of heat. Metal which is a poor conductor of heat is aluminium, copper, lead, none of these. Answer lead. Okay. Lead, lead. Then fourth one, the metal which gives dazzling white color on ignition. The metal which gives dazzling white color on ignition is magnesium. Magnesium, magnesium. So answer C. Then metal used in galvanization. Metal used in galvanization. Zinc. Metal used in galvanization, zinc. Then sixth one, which property is shown by non-metals? Which property is shown by non-metals? They exist in solids, liquids, or in gaseous state. They exist as solids, liquids, or in gaseous state. Then seventh one, the non-metal used in preserving human organs for transplant is helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Nitrogen. Then tincture of iodine is used as antiseptic. Okay, so answer A. Then bronze is an alloy of copper and zinc, copper and tin, zinc and calcium, zinc and mercury. Copper and zinc. Then 10th one, chemical compound used as a cleaning solution at homes and offices to clean bathrooms and toilets is hydrochloric acid. Hydrochloric acid. Now answer B. Okay. Now listen, you check the answer again. The metal which exists in liquid state at a room temperature is mercury. Then the most malleable metal is gold. Third one, metal which is a poor conductor of heat is lead. Fourth one, the metal which gives dazzling white color on ignition is magnesium. Fifth one, metal used in galvanization is zinc. Sixth one, which property is shown by non-metals? They exist as solids, liquids, or in gaseous state. Seventh one, the non-metal used in preserving human organs for transplant is nitrogen. Eighth one, tincture of iodine is used as antiseptic. Ninth one, bronze is an alloy of copper and zinc. 10th one, chemical compound used as a cleaning solution at home and offices to clean bathrooms and toilets is hydrochloric acid. Did you mark these all, children? Okay. Now listen, children, all of you take Page number 63. Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. Okay. We will see about the fill in the blanks. Blue vitriol is cupric sulfate. Cupric sulfate. CuBric SULPHATE. Cupric sulfate. CuPric SULPHATE. Cupric sulfate. Then second one, chemical formula of limestone is calcium carbonate, CaCO3. That 3 you should not write like this. It should be write down. That O, near O, it should be write down. Okay. CaCO3. Listen children, CO3, it is like 3. It is not, we should not write like this. That O near, just below you put 3. Okay. Now calcium carbonate. Chemical formula of limestone is calcium carbonate. Then glucose is an example of dash. Do you know the answer? Carbohydrate. Glucose is an example of carbohydrate. 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 Then fourth, protease means primary. Protease means primary. 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 Then fifth, Mars gas is dash. Methane. 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 Then dash fertilizer helps in synthesis of proteins in plants. Nitrogen. 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 Next, Pyrex glass. Glass is also called sodium silicate. Sodium silicate. SILICATE. Sodium silicate. Silicate spelling SILICATE. Silicate. Then Pyrex glass is also known as borosilicate glass. BOROSILICATE. Glass. GLASS. Next, zinc oxide as a pigment used as color. I will answer this later. Okay children, at the end of the lesson I will answer. Surely I will answer that. 10th one, medicine used to relieve pain. Medicine used to relieve pain is called aspirin. 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 This medicine used to relieve pain. Okay children. Okay. I read once again. You check your answer. Blue vitriol is cupric sulfate. Then chemical formula of limestone is calcium carbonate. CaCO3. Third one, glucose is an example of carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Proteus means primary. Proteus means primary. Morse gas is methane. Morse gas is methane. Does nitrogen fertilizer helps in synthesis of proteins in plants? Seventh one, glass is also called sodium silicate. Glass is also called sodium silicate. Eighth, Pyrex glass is also known as borosilicate glass. Pyrex glass is also known as borosilicate glass. Ninth answer I will say at the end of the lessons. Okay. Then 10th one, medicine used to relieve pain is called aspirin. Medicine is used to relieve pain is called aspirin. Okay children, did you write this all? Okay. We will meet again in the next video. Thank you all. Okay, now I will give only 5 questions as homework. Okay children, first question, what are metals? Second one, what is meant by luster? Then what are proteins? Fourth one, name any 2 sources containing proteins. Fifth one, what are antibiotics? Okay. Okay children, write this 5 questions. Write this 5 questions. This is your homework questions. This is your homework question. Okay children, thank you all.